All right, everyone. We are live. Welcome back to the Hard Cam Podcast. This is officially season 2, episode 3. So we don't really have a match recap for you because we've got 3 weeks of programming to cover. But it's good to have Dominic, Adrian, the patriarch of the family, Jimmy Rhodes, with me tonight for this special episode. And really, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about a lot of things. We got to go all the way back to the Royal Rumble and get caught up to where we are now. And where we are now, we're 2 weeks away from Elimination Chamber. We've got some Elimination Chamber pre-qualifying matches already done, over with. We've got a pretty stacked lineup. Interestingly enough, Javon Evans is on his way to his first real pay-per-view. And Javon Evans will be in the Elimination Chamber. And then, we've got some other pretty cool revelations that we're going to talk about tonight. But to get things started, as we always do, hey guys, how you feeling this evening?
Good.
I'm feeling good.
Jimmy feels like it's his bedtime yesterday.
The price we pay.
The patriarch feels like that every day.
Well, I said I would do a better job of asking you about your backgrounds before we start the podcast. So I see Roman Reigns and I see Gunther. Please tell me what is on your mind as we begin tonight.
On my right is the gentleman that'll be headlining WrestleMania. On my left is the gentleman that I would like to see headlining WrestleMania. So there's that.
Okay. Well,
Compare
let's dive into that because I wanted to pose a question to you fine gentlemen this evening. At the Royal Rumble, we had a women's Royal Rumble that was fantastic. We had a men's Royal Rumble that wasn't as fantastic. And so I'm left with the question that I want to pose to you guys. Start with the women. Did the right person win the women's Royal Rumble?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Without a doubt. 100%.
I think so as well.
Okay.
I have a feeling you don't.
I'm
Well,
telling
okay,
you that's the
now-
you don't.
I don't think I disagree that the right person won. I maybe disagree that there could have been more interesting options. But that interesting option, unfortunately, was injured. I think Roxanne Perez probably could have been the best person to win the Royal Rumble because it could have left a lot of questions on the trajectory of things, such as the Judgment Day and Dominic Mysterio and stuff. But unfortunately, she's injured. Do I think Liv Morgan winning it was bad? No. I think Liv Morgan is one of the best actors on the current roster, and I think she can fit into any narrative, any scene, and bring life to it. So her winning the Royal Rumble and doing what she's doing as we anticipate where she may go with her victory and who she may challenge, I think that's been very interesting. Par injuries, the right person won it. If we didn't have injuries, then I think Roxanne Perez should have been the winner. That's my take on the women's Royal Rumble.
Okay.
What was your least favorite part of the women's Royal Rumble?
Oh, the women's? Oh,
Yeah.
man. Oh. That's actually a really tough question.
Oh, yeah.
Max-
I'll tell you mine. Brie Bella.
Really?
I
thought that
I
was
was like,
cool.
okay, Nikki Bella's return has been this huge flop, so we're going to go ahead and bring Brie back too.
Yeah, Brina.
That was my
think-
lowest point for me. I was not
Maxine getting
expecting Tiffany
eliminated.
Stratton. I was expecting Bianca Belair at number 30. So that was a nice surprise, getting Tiffany Stratton at number 30. So I liked having Tiffany back. I didn't like Brie Bella. That's my best and worst of the women's Royal Rumble. I'd love to hear what you guys were.
Absolutely nothing. I think it was amazing.
Yeah, I genuinely can't think of anything that I didn't like. Like, I genuinely can't. Like, I liked everything they did with Charlotte and Alexa being 1 and 2, and the way they just played with us for like a whole like solid 10, 15 minutes for Charlotte to just accidentally eliminate her. And like, it's just, and then I loved some people complained about this, but they can all shut up because the same people that complained about this are the same people that complain about Triple H not pushing younger people. But some people complain about Lash Legend getting the dominance that she got without Nia being involved in any of it. And to me, that was one of the most best. That was actually the highlight of the Women's World Rumble for me, was Lash doing what she did without
Yeah,
Nia even being there at all.
Lash had a really good showing. She was the Iron Man of the women's Royal Rumble. My thing with Lash is when she comes out on regular programming, either she's really hot or she's really cold. And by that,
Yeah.
I mean sometimes she looks really good in the ring. Sometimes she looks like she'd rather be somewhere else. And so I haven't really been able to determine. I know we wanted Lash Legend on the roster for a long time, but I haven't been able to really decide now that we have her if I like her or not. Just because you never know what you're going to get. All right, Jimmy, you got anything to add about the Women's Royal Rumble?
I mean, I hated seeing Maxine get eliminated. I'd like her to stay in there a while longer.
Oh boy, if we had the time, we would really talk about Maxine. We don't have the time tonight, but we'll get to it next week. Okay, Women's Royal Rumble, great stuff. Actually, matter of fact, if you go to the Hardcam website, which is live, and we're going to be posting that in the description, it is the top-ranked match of all time on the Hardcam since the beginning of the year, and it deserved it. It was a very, very good match. I don't think there's been a bad Women's Royal Rumble that I've seen the last few years. They've all been better than the men's so far. I don't think there's been one in the last 4 years. The last 4 years, the women have outshined the men in the Royal Rumble. So good stuff as always. Now let's switch gears, though. Turn the cheek. Let's talk the men's Royal Rumble. Same question to you, gentlemen, that I asked at the beginning of the other one. Did the right person win?
Okay, I'm going to answer this.
Oh.
Okay. I'm going to answer this the only way I know how to answer this. Out of everyone who was in the Royal Rumble, yes.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Everybody in the Royal Rumble, yes.
I'm picking up some Finn Balor
Yes!
repressed emotions here.
I just think that, I mean, Finn, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't live in La La Land. You can look at that in my bio. I never saw Finn Balor winning anything in the Royal Rumble. At most, I saw him getting a surprise entrance and like something happening to him with that entrance. That's all I saw for him. I never once had him booked to win. Really, truthfully, the only person outside of Roman that I saw that could have won that wasn't that was Braun Breaker or Seth if Seth returned.
Now, see, I think what happened to Braun Breaker at the beginning of the match was perfect for storytelling. You know, a lot of times in pay-per-views, you don't get the storytelling. And for the viewers who may have not seen it, I know it was weeks ago, Braun Breaker comes out as number 2. He's pissed off he's got number 2. He wanted to be number 1, and he wanted to win it and make history. But he comes out and he gets attacked by the Masked Man. This is not the same Masked Man it's been. The first Masked Man was revealed to be Austin Theory. Austin Theory joined the Vision. We have a new Masked Man that's making it hell for the Vision right now. He comes out, he ambushes Braun Breaker, and Braun Breaker gets eliminated by Obafemi. Obafemi is awesome. He is awesome in every bit of the way. Obafemi's awesome. And so Braun Breaker did not win the Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble, and that's why I ask you, did the right person win the Royal Rumble? Dominic says no. Who would you have wanted to win the Royal Rumble?
I said yeah.
Within the company. I know, but you said considering who's in it. Who could have been added to it that would have been better than Roman Reigns?
The only better option that wasn't in it for me at all was Seth. But that was on the dime that Seth was able to return.
Okay, so Seth would have returned and won. That'd have been cool. Okay, I like that take. I'll take it. Adrian, did the right person win the men's Royal Rumble?
Okay, just like Dominic said, out of the people that were in it, yes, but hear me out. This would have been my dream booking, okay?
I want to hear it.
So a little unrealistic, but like, okay. I would have booked AJ Styles to win the World Championship whenever he fought CM Punk.
Before the Royal Rumble, yeah.
beat Gunther to get back at what he did to John Cena. But like later, Gunther would eventually retire him and finish that. But because give AJ Styles a year of retirement, give him a last world title run, and then I wanted AJ Styles versus the winner of the Royal Rumble, Shinsuke Nakamura.
I will say this about Shinsuke. Every episode of SmackDown since our last episode, Shinsuke Nakamura has been getting huge crowd pops.
Dude,
huge crowd pops.
He got a bigger pop than Sammy in Sammy's hometown during that Saturday's main event.
He did.
Shinsuke has been on fire.
Shinsuke's getting huge pops, and he looks good. He looks good in the ring.
He does.
I didn't think the AJ Shinsuke match was all that great, honestly. I felt like those. Now listen, it was a good match. Don't get me wrong, but it's AJ and Shinsuke. Okay, I felt like it could have been match of the year, and I don't think that it was better than AJ and John Cena's match. I mean, AJ and John Cena. I know it was a stunt fest, but it was good. So Adrian wanted Shinsuke to win of all the people on the roster. Dominic wanted Seth, if possible. Jimmy. Men's Royal Rumble. Did the right person win?
No.
I knew he was going to say no.
I
Tell me all about it.
But then he's going to pull an unrealistic person out of his butt. Let's hear what he got to say.
I think we can put the Superman punch right there with the people's elbow. And it's turned out to be so.
I wish I had a soundboard for Hater.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to put Hater because if the Superman punch is bad, Dad, then Ilya Dragunov's finisher is bad. Because basically
Ilya
the same
Dragunov
thing.
has the full weight of his body crashing down on their face. It's never bad. Okay, but who
would have been better than Roman in the Rumble? How about Tonga, Eric Rowan?
That is big fellas. It's got to be the big fellas, man.
I mean, anybody over 300 pounds?
The War Raiders.
Anybody that had some cheesecake on the catering bus? Mm-hmm.
Otis.
It's got to be a big fella.
Otis would have been great.
I'm telling you, man. If Dad was, those memes you see, if Rikishi was running the company, if this person was running the company, blah blah blah. I'm about to make a meme. If Dad was running the company, and then every title is held by a 300-pounder.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking
Piper Niven is the women's champion.
She should have been.
Heck yeah.
But as far as winning it, I'd rather see Punk and Braun Breaker or Punk and Brock Lesnar. Punk and Roman Reigns is going to be boring to me. I might not even watch it. I'm just.
Man.
I'm not even impressed.
Even after that promo? Even after that promo with them? That's wow, Dad. You are blowing my mind right now.
Okay.
I'm absolutely
the main event at WrestleMania, it's been Cody or Roman Reigns for years. Why not just have it every week? It's the same thing. It's supposed to be special.
Because Roman's a part-timer.
Like the Elimination Chamber. Our 4 qualifiers. Oh, well, we're in it last year.
Well, not
the
Javon.
only person who's qualified.
Except
the only person who's qualified.
For Javon Evans.
And Randy
Cody wasn't in it last year. Cody wasn't in it last year.
No, because he was world champion.
Randy wasn't in it last year.
Now, I will say, before I give my answer, having Cody qualify in that match and win that match, that was absolute garbage. I will say that pissed me off.
Listen. Okay, I actually have something about that. No, we'll get on that later.
Yeah, we'll get on that later. Okay, so
good job,
Jimmy.
Baker.
Eric Rowan would have been or Tonga or the War Raiders would have been your pick.
I wish Dad would just make a realistic pick.
That's his Sunday school answer.
Okay, Obafemi's a good realistic shocker winner that I could have seen them doing. That makes sense. Okay, I'm glad. Every time you said the War Raiders, I just want to laugh. I can't.
Hey, the War Raiders are good, dude. They really are. They don't get enough credit for what they're able to do in the ring. But I do think if Obafemi would have won, it would have been absolutely epic because we didn't know he was going to be in it. And then 2, he opens it, walks out, and oh my God, I know how I felt when I was like, oh, because I wasn't thinking about it. I thought, okay, he hadn't signed to Raw or SmackDown yet. He's not going to be in the Royal. I mean, I didn't even think about him being in the Royal Rumble, and he opens it up at number 1. And my God, if Obafemi is awesome, he makes everybody's in the ring. He made Kit Wilson look good while he was doing a squash match on Kit Wilson. Okay, like it's insane. Oba is amazing.
I love Oba.
Now, I will say, since Adrian got a little bit of a dream booking couch going on there, what I wanted to happen is since Gunther was number 30, I wanted John Cena's music to play. And Gunther to walk out wearing John Cena gear.
Oh, dude, that would have been big.
Would that not have been epic? Like if you'd have heard woo ba ba da ba, and it's Gunther.
Next week he should come out with gloves.
Oh, dude, during this AJ Styles tribute, you know he's going to troll. Oh my God.
Now,
now
AJ Styles has been retired by Gunther for 4 weeks now, and he's still listed as a current superstar on the roster.
I bet
something's not okay.
Today,
the math
Adrian,
ain't mathing there, fellas. I need some help with this. He's not done. He can't be, or he'd be on the alumni.
The alumni part of the thing.
They do that same day. They do that same day when someone leaves the show. He's still listed as on the roster. What's going on here?
He's pulling a Mark Henry.
Well, no, Mark Henry lied about quitting. AJ lost it. He lost it in the match.
Mark Henry lost his match. Retired and left and told everyone he was retired. He even took his boots off and everything. And left, and then showed back up whenever someone was trolling his lost. And
okay, that's exactly but was Mark Henry's career on the line in the match he lost?
I swear that's what I remember. I might be wrong.
Or did he just lose and have a hissy fit? I thought he just lost and had a hissy fit.
Maybe that is what happened. And then he took his boots off and said, "I quit." I just know that he made it really believable to the point that everyone talks about it still to this day. So that's all.
Every time somebody quits, they say they're pulling a Mark Henry. I know it's meme worthy these days.
Sting retired.
Huh?
Yeah. Well,
how many times Sting retired? Ric Flair retired. They cried and had a big send off for Edge.
Yeah, but Edge wasn't supposed to be able to come back, and he did medically.
He's still not supposed to be wrestling. He one wrong.
Neither is Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Neither is Randy Orton.
But he's in the Elimination Chamber.
Hey, they can do it. They can do it.
I love Randy. I can go out there. I like Randy.
I'm sorry, Dad. You're the only one on this podcast who don't like Randy.
Randy's done.
No, he's not.
Randy's amazing. I got to do
Randy's top tier.
Okay. So, anyways, that was my dream booking for the men's Royal Rumble. Have Gunther come out and troll John Cena one final time, be ultimate heel. But honestly, my pick for the Royal Rumble after watching it should have been Oba. Oba would have been legit. Just send him right to WrestleMania, have him have a match of all matches, whether he wins or lose, it doesn't matter because he's Obafemi. And then you can even prolong who he signs with, because why does he have to sign if he's going to WrestleMania? You know. So yeah, we still need to figure out where Oba's going to end up, but that would be mine. Okay, so there you have it, viewers. You got Liv Morgan, the women's Royal Rumble winner. You've got oh my gosh, Roman Reigns won it. He's going to WrestleMania again, and Roman Reigns has declared CM Punk as his opponent, so that's going to happen at WrestleMania, probably night 2. Liv hasn't decided yet, but it's looking like she's going to stay on Raw and challenge Stephanie Vaquer. They had a really good promo segment on Monday Night Raw that was really good. Go back and watch that. And the rest of the Royal Rumble was decent. Not too many better takeaways than both of the Royal Rumble matches. Gunther fought in 2 matches though. Gunther had his match there. Is that when he retired, AJ? at Royal
Yes,
Rumble?
that was at the
Yeah.
Royal Rumble. Yeah.
And so that one's worth watching. It was good. It was much more believable than when he retired John Cena, and it was probably a better match overall as well. So that's it. Royal Rumble breakdowns. Elimination Chamber, though. One of the things we need to talk about before we go to raves is L.A. Knight. We've all been predicting L.A. Knight is going to make it to WrestleMania, the Horse Knight chess piece, and the WrestleMania shows. I honestly thought L.A. Knight was going to win the Rumble. He wasn't my pick to win the Rumble like who I wanted, but I thought he was going to based on context clues and predictions. So is real quick, is LA Knight winning the Chamber?
No.
Well, then how does he get to WrestleMania?
All they're saying he's going to fight Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
What's going to happen?
And I don't think that's
this is exactly what's going to happen.
either.
And I hate this more than anyone, but this is exactly what I see happening. Is the black mask dude is going to screw Bronson Reed out of his qualifying match. LA Knight's going to go to the Chamber, and whoever else is going to be in there. Javon Evans is going to get ready to walk out for his Chamber spot, and Brock Lesnar is going to destroy him. And then he's going to steal his spot, go into the Chamber, and start his beef with LA Knight, because LA Knight has been beefing with the Vision for 8 months, and they're going to believe that LA Knight is behind this whole deal.
Hey, that's actually awesome. So you think Javon Evans is going to get ready to take his place in the Chamber, and Brock Lesnar's just going to hijack it from him live?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That would
That's
be
actually
awesome.
Cool.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
That would give Brock some intense heat with the wrestling universe, because everybody's big Javon
and you want to know,
fans.
and you want to know how it's going to happen? You want to know how it's going to happen? And right when it happens, Adam Pearce is going to be losing his shit, and Paul Heyman's going to turn around and look at him and go, F-A-F-O.
Bro, that's actually brilliant. Why aren't you excited about your prediction? That's a great prediction.
I don't get excited when this is called confidence.
Well, I'm going to replay this on TikTok if you're wrong. That's actually awesome, bro. I hope you're right. Okay, so if LA Knight's not winning the Chamber and he didn't win the Royal Rumble,
I have him feuding.
We've been saying on this show for
monster.
weeks he's going to win it at WrestleMania. How is that possible?
I don't, because he didn't win the Rumble, I don't see it now. Because the World Heavyweight title's already been claimed by Roman Reigns. They're not LA Knight, Drew McIntyre. I mean, they have had encounters like a year ago, whenever he was United States champion, but that was it. And it was like a very small encounter. It lasts like 2 weeks, and then that's it. Like LA Knight, Drew McIntyre have that's it. They have nothing. So there's no history, and we all know Triple H foams out the mouth when it comes to history, especially for Mania. And so LA Knight, Drew McIntyre is not happening. Plus, because Cody and Jacob are still obviously involved with that. And so, yeah, and he never crossed brands, hardly ever. And so LA Knight, I'm telling you, the big match for LA Knight at Mania instead is because he's been feuding with the Vision for literally longer than anyone on the roster. He's been feuding with the Vision consistently for 8 months. 8 months.
Yeah, and their cars too. He's been feuding with them and their cars.
So the big payoff is going to be he feuds with the biggest monster, which probably would have been Breaker if Breaker was still around, but Breaker's hurt and he's going to miss Mania. And so it's going to be Lesnar.
Well, Lesnar's going to win that. You know, Lesnar ain't going to put anybody over. Okay. Well, wrestling has been good. And when it's good, we like to absolutely tell you that it's good. And since it's been good, we're going to start one of our main segments. We're going to rave our rave of the week, which is where we say good things about WWE. We can say anything we want, talk about anybody, anything, if it's WWE, we can talk about it, and we're going to brag about it. It's time to brag on WWE. Who wants to go first?
Shoot, I'll go first.
Take it away, Dom.
I think one of the main things I'm going to brag about with wrestling right now, and it's something I've noticed with this Road to Mania that has not happened once, not even during WrestleMania 40, which was amazing, not degrading it at all, but even Adrian can agree with me. This is one of the first Manias since I've got back into watching wrestling that they are putting attention and like detail and affection and whatever you want to call it. They're putting attention and detail to multiple stories, and they don't just have one mega story and that's all they're focusing on. Everything else is getting left underneath the rug. Every single story is getting its pretty good fair share of attention.
All right, so I want to go a step further and ask you, what's your favorite story going into WrestleMania right now?
That is hard. But if I have to be honest, I am loving the angle and the intelligence and just like everything. I love the history of Punk and Roman and their promos, but my favorite story, hands down, I think is between Adam Pearce and the Vision. That gets me tuned in every single week.
It's pretty
Adam
good stuff.
Pearce and the Vision is my favorite thing right now. FAFO is my thing. I just love that.
Well, it's unique because you have a non-wrestler going head to head with Paul Heyman. You don't get that. You don't get that very often. And so, it's unique. I like it.
I'm enjoying it.
Okay. Adrian, give me some positivity. Because you don't look positive right now. You look positively burned out. Yeah, like, are you having Fortnite? You're probably having Fortnite withdrawals because you haven't been able to play in the last 2 hours.
Dang, get cooked.
Serving them up hot, boys.
Oh, Shinsuke.
Your brag is Shinsuke. I think you're thinking of Nod.
No Shinsuke.
Okay, you got to give us some answer. You got to give us some detail. I don't even.
Bro, how does he just go? How does he just go? Look, he's back here doing this. He looks like Jimmy. He comes up. He comes up here and goes Shinsuke, and it looks like his mom. Like, wow, the transformation was crazy. Okay, Shinsuke Nakamura is his entire brag. You want to elaborate? You want to say anything else about Shinsuke?
We talked about it earlier, but like.
I mean, honestly, if I look at Shinsuke, he's performing well in the ring, but I think he's been drinking a lot of sake because he's got a beer belly.
He kind of does got a belly going on, doesn't he?
True story. And I know because I have one too. I can talk about it. It's not from beer. It's from peanut butter and jelly, but whatever. Nutella. All right. Tell me about Shinsuke for real. Tell me why you love it. Why you're bragging.
I feel like him and Tonga are about to go like off. I feel like that's going to be really good.
I agree.
That's pretty good stuff. Pop after pop. Guess what? Another pop.
So to elaborate on your brag, he's getting huge crowd pops. That's true. Shinsuke Nakamura, when he comes out, everywhere he's come out, he's gotten some of the loudest reactions of the entire night. His kind of subliminal feud with Tama Tonga is really good. It's serious, and they perform well together. So you're just really excited about the momentum that's behind Shinsuke. I can get behind that. That's a good brag.
I can get behind it too. The way you delivered it was funny.
Yeah, Shinsuke. I like Shinsuke.
Shinsuke.
I mean, I know it was pretty hard for you to say somebody better than Kit Wilson. I know, but it's valid.
No, I didn't
Kit Wilson. You're toxic. I love Kit Wilson's character right now, and I couldn't stand Pretty Deadly, but that's not my brag. Jimmy, give me a brag.
I'm gonna have to brag on LA Knight.
Hey, we're
best
picking
promo of the last 2 weeks. He made Logan Paul look like a little boy.
He kind of is notoriously known for that. When they feuded back in 2024, he made Logan Paul look like a little boy. LA Knight is he cooks him so bad. I mean, LA Knight cooks everyone, really. LA Knight's mic skills are on match. I love his mic skills so much. But Logan Paul he's got that sweet heat, bro. He just destroys him every time, bro.
But he got past his little catchphrases long enough to put some depth into it. You know,
I'll give you that.
And that's better than he's done. And his work rate's been terrific too. He's really, stepped it up in the ring too. And I mean, I hate the Brock Lesnar thing. I hope that we're wrong about him fighting Brock Lesnar. I mean, although what you said would be cool, I'd rather see him fight somebody more believable that I think you have a chance against. But he's doing really well, and I think he's going to move up, in status and better matches, and he really does need to win a title. He's got the chops for it, I think.
Yeah,
All right.
I agree.
I
Behind you.
think my brag right now is it's kind of a tie. You know, like I like some stuff on SmackDown. I like some stuff on Raw. But I really like how for the last 9 months of my existence, I've been guessing whether or not the Judgment Day is going to break up or not. The normal lifespan of factions within the WWE, if you take the NWO out of the equation, the normal lifespan of factions within wrestling is about 6 months total. The Judgment Day has been a thing for 3+ years.
Yeah, it's been a thing for a while.
And they have not gotten annoying, not one time. I mean, you got Edge starting it. You've got the inclusion of Dom, the inclusion of JD, Edge leaving. Then you've got the fun arc with R-Truth, which was to this day some of the funniest things I've ever watched. R-Truth trying to be part of the Judgment Day. Then you've got R-Truth leaving. You've got the betrayal from Dom to Rhea. The Judgment Day chose Dom instead of Rhea. That was crazy in its own right. Like, why didn't they choose Rhea? And and Damian was in there and stuff. Then you've got It Is What It Is Now, where 1 week they look like cockroaches and you just want to squish them. To the next week they're like, oh, the Judgment Day could be impressive. The Judgment Day keeps losing, but when Finn Balor walked out to confront CM Punk and he brought JD and Dominic with him, I'm like, dang, the boys are back in town. Like, this could be good stuff. And I think their malleability to be, they can get squashed, they can get thrown around and made to look stupid, but then the very next week they can come back and look like a force. I don't know, man. I got to brag on just the storytelling in the Judgment Day. There's no other faction that's stayed relevant that long, and just been, exciting. And then you keep guessing, oh, Liv's going to turn, Raquel's going to turn, Roxanne's going to turn, somebody's going to turn. They're going to break up because of the turn. Well, we had a turn, Dominic turned, and they didn't break up. Like, so will they ever break up? I mean, if we're the closest we've ever been with Finn and CM Punk being in his head and all this other stuff, but I don't know, man. The Judgment Day might be there forever. There might always be a Judgment Day. And so I got to brag. It's fun. It's fun to watch the Judgment Day week over week and wonder what's going to happen and why.
It's always been a new day.
Hey, can I do an honorable mention?
Yeah.
I think I'm almost liking this as much as LA Knight right now is Natty. That she has revived herself and become really interesting and fun to watch.
I think the majority of the internet would disagree with you on that take.
Yeah, but
I think
I don't disagree with you, but the majority of the internet definitely would.
I don't disagree.
We ain't about the majority. We're the hard camera. It's gonna be hard on the majority.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't stand Natty's character. I just think she just looks so stupid to me.
I don't know about stupid. Okay, I will say that there's a few things that she's done since going heel that are like, quit trying to be Ronda Rousey, but I like it. Like the mouthpiece in and then like licking out the chops and then freaking pulling her mouth down and stuff is just like, no, I'm not. That's not working for me.
I do see the similarities to Ronda Rousey, but what's great about Natty, whether she's Natalya or Natty, is she did what she always does. She had that match on Raw last week, the triple threat match. Of course, she lost it. She was never going to win it, but she carried it. She carried the whole match only to lose it, and that's what she does every time. She gets in the ring, she holds it together, she delivers moments, and then she loses. And that sucks because I really want Natty to get her flowers eventually, but, if she's going to be a major heel, though, she's got to do something major besides mess with Maxine. I love Maxine, but We need to figure out some way to give her some real heat, you know?
Yeah,
but
sure.
that's a good honorable mention. All right, we're going to move on to the next one real quick. We still got plenty of time. The next segment we're going to run tonight is something special. It's not one of our normal segments. It's one that's called You Heard It Here First. And we're going to make predictions on some things that are moving around within the WWE. And we're gonna make our official predictions here. If we're right, we're right. If we're wrong, it won't matter because at the end of the day, we're still closer than you probably would have been. One of the things that was revealed on WWE Raw, and it's going to be over on SmackDown as well, probably with some more clues. Adam Pearce was delivered a big, huge wooden crate that said to be opened at the Elimination Chamber. And honestly, I don't know if the delivery man had the right address or not because, yeah, it said WWE on it, but his clipboard had absolutely nothing written on it. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not, but the clipboard was absolutely blank when the guy was delivering it to Adam Pearce. But we've got a crate. Obviously, there's something or someone inside that crate. So here we go. Early predictions, the podcast, the hard cam predictions. Who wants to take a guess at what or who is in that crate? Adrian, I see you so excited. So you're going to go last. Dominic, give me your prediction.
Okay. So this is the only thing that makes.
I'm kidding. I can't do that to him. Adrian,
Oh,
tell
man.
me,
Damn,
tell
I
me
was
who
ready.
your prediction is.
Okay. Me and Dominic kind of came up with this together. With
Yeah, we
clues
did.
of each other. Chris Jericho is in the crate. Listen, okay?
Why?
Okay. Dominic told me this. Chris Jericho debuted in Chicago, which is where the Elimination Chamber is being held. And he's gonna break the walls down of the crate.
Did you even tell him why that connects, though?
I
told
do
him
know that his Fozzy tour ends the week before the Elimination
That's
Chamber
not
as
even
well.
what I'm. That's not why. Do you know why it connects, though? Okay, when he debuted in '99 on WWF, it was in Chicago,
I know I said that.
and he debuted by interrupting the Rock's promo, talking about he's the best and talking about he's the best, blah blah blah. He's the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. Well, what I'm theorizing is that CM Punk's gonna win his match. He's gonna be cutting a promo. In the middle of his promo, they're gonna be like, hold up, we were told we need to open this crate now. And then they go to open the crate and break down the wall happens. He breaks down the wall, he comes out the crate, like boom, breaks down the wall of the crate, comes out, and he talks about how and he goes down and goes face to face with CM Punk, and he tells him, and because also CM Punk and Chris Jericho had a big feud in the 2000s, and it was fully based on Chris Jericho being pissed off at CM Punk for claiming he was the best in the world. So Chris Jericho's going to come down and be like, "You're still claiming you're the best in the world, and yet you've yet to prove it. And now I'm here. I may not be able to be. The world title shot's already been claimed or whatever, but that doesn't mean I can't make your life a living hell and show that you're not the best in the world." And that's what I think is going to happen.
Okay. Interesting. So you two both think it is Chris Jericho.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right. Jimmy, what you got?
I kind of think it's Chris Jericho as well.
Well, we thought it was Chris Jericho coming a few weeks ago, and he did not appear. I don't think it's Jericho.
It might be Zilla Fatu too. I've been thinking about that too.
If Zilla Fatu comes, he's gonna come on NXT.
I am going to tell you who I think it is.
Okay.
I think it is Sting.
I thought about that too.
And the reason why I think it's Sting is I think Gunther is going to retire him. at WrestleMania.
And have you seen Sting's debut? What he looked like?
When he came in on the, he came in. Well, you're talking about the debut when Triple H removed the curtain off that box in the ring and Sting was inside it. Yeah. I'm leaning towards it being Sting, because Gunther will end his career at WrestleMania.
That's what you think? That's a cool theory.
I think
like
that's
that.
what it's going to be.
I'll be honest.
I think it's Sting.
That'd be cool.
If it's not Sting, then it's going to be somebody crazy like MJF.
Dear God.
Dude, that would be. Oh my gosh. It's Kevin Owens.
Or Will Ospreay.
Could you imagine if they bring the crate out? CM Punk just finished winning, and he's standing there, and they bring the crate out to the stage, and then the crate's just sitting there, and Punk's just sitting there. No one's saying anything. No one's doing anything. And then burn it down, and the crate burns down and falls, and Seth Rollins walks out of it. Dude.
That would suck, but it'd be fun to watch. And then if it's not a person,
there is nothing on this planet that would suck about a Seth Rollins return.
If it's not a person, though, and it's a thing, I think it could be something hinting towards the Hall of Fame. And if we put something in there that was big, that would take up the whole box, like a gimmick. Are we inducting someone like Kane to the Hall of Fame? Are we inducting, a previous gimmick that was big into the Hall of Fame, and you're going to open it up and it's going to be like a statue of them or something like that? I think it could be that too. If it's a person, I think it's Sting though. If it's not a person, it's something to do with the Hall of Fame.
You know what'd be really cool though? Listen to this, okay? They decide they're gonna put it as a promo in the main event to open the box, like they do every year, pretty much. They put a promo at Elimination Chamber. They've done it the last 2 years, at least, for what I know. What if they're like, okay, so the winner of the Elimination Chamber gets the honor of opening the box? Okay? What if Cody Rhodes wins the Elimination Chamber? And then he opens the box in the main event. And everybody's like, and when he opens it, everybody's like, what? Where is it? Where is it? There's nothing there. And then he goes down and kneels over, and it's that watch. All of that was for that watch, and that watch is just in there. And that's all we get.
I'm confused. What does the watch represent?
That's what The Rock gave him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That'd be interesting. Big old box for a little bitty watch. That'd be fun. All right. On the next, heard it here first. We'll do this one quick. Who's your prediction? Who's the masked man currently?
Who's the masked man?
Yep. I'll tell you who I think it is.
Nobody gonna go?
I think it's Adam Pearce.
Okay, but I think Adam Pearce is behind it. I don't think he is the masked man. Because when the masked man attacked Logan Paul, Adam Pearce was standing right there next to the masked man.
No, he was not. He
Yes,
was arguing with Paul Heyman off screen.
Yeah.
He was not there.
When the masked man was being chased, he was arguing with Paul Heyman.
But they weren't out there. They weren't out in the arena.
Yes, they were. They were on the ramp. You can go back and watch it. They were on the ramp.
No, they come walking down the ramp. I think it's Adam Pearce. If it's not Adam Pearce, then it's the LWO faction trying to get revenge on the Vision for messing up all their stuff recently too.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I'm just being honest. I know you guys don't like it, but I think it's what lines up the most. It's the entire New Day.
I will tell you this: if it ends up being Grayson Waller at all, we're switching this podcast from a WWE podcast to an AEW podcast. No questions about it. If Grayson Waller comes out of that mask,
why?
That's so stupid.
Why?
That's so stupid. We do all this Austin Theory rebranding, and then we get Grayson Waller messing with him again. Shut up. Go away. Recycled content.
He's mid, bro. He's never gonna be
awful. I know. Get Grayson Waller out of there. All right, that's my take, though. I think it's really Adam Pearce, and if it's not Adam Pearce, it's LWO. But who do you think it is, Dominic?
The entire New Day.
Okay, yeah, you said that. Adrian, you think the same?
No, I don't know. I have zero idea. I want to say it's Buddy Murphy from it now his name, but yeah, because Buddy Murphy, Seth Rollins, and Austin Theory were on a faction at one point. So like I was thinking like, that's how that's gonna go. And
What if it's Roman Reigns?
It'd be obvious.
It's not.
The way that guy's hands are way too white to be Roman Reigns.
Jimmy, who you think it is?
Gunther.
Gunther.
Hold on, wait.
Look, man, I'm not a Gunther hater by any means, dude, but Gunther is not even close to athletic enough to pull off the stuff the white mask man, the mask man has pulled off. Like Gunther
It just looks like him standing there. He stands like Gunther stands. He's built like it. The hands look just like Gunther's.
He's got a beard.
I feel like if it was Gunther, then they're having a stunt devil do everything for him. Because I'm sorry, Dad, but you're fast. Dad, Pops, you at 60-something years old with only 9 toes, you're faster than Gunther. Okay, Gunther is not fast.
That's a take. Oh, he showed us an image. Okay,
Gunther wins.
He's showing. Is that Buddy?
Off the power.
Yeah.
Is that Buddy, Adrian?
Matthews.
Yeah.
That's Rhea Ripley's husband.
Wow.
Okay, but look at this.
What are we looking at?
Adrian's D. That's what we're looking at.
That's dirty.
That won't be on the recording. It'll just show a black screen. But right now, there's a letter D in place of Adrian's face. Interesting.
See who that is? That's Seth. That's Austin Theory, and that's Buddy Matthews. Monday Night Messiah.
That's a really good. That's some really good information.
That's a really good analysis, Adrian.
Yeah. Okay.
Really good analysis.
So it could be Buddy coming to even, and then Austin Theory was with Seth the whole time, right?
Yeah. Because remember, they made it very.
Adrian, I prefer yours over everything we've said. I prefer yours and that Adam Pearce and Seth Rollins been working together and putting this all happen, making it be this way. And I'm fully 100% behind this. This is gold. That's gold. That's the best theory out of everything.
Okay, well, let's make it make sense. Triple H has been reuniting married couples on the show.
Yeah,
Matt Cardona was back. He's, Zelina is with Alistair now. They're married in real life. So it's kind of a little bit of a trend. It would make sense if Buddy is now on the promotion to keep families together.
That's true. That is true. That's a good take, too. That's a good analysis, too.
Yeah, and Buddy's on right now.
He's made it very obvious that he likes keeping married couples on the same brand. Because like Lash and Trick Williams are married and they're on the same brand.
I didn't know that. Good take. Cool. All right. And then one final thing before we get into some really good stuff. Who kicked Jacob Fatu? I don't think Drew's a liar. I will not accept that Drew is a liar.
Oh.
It was not Drew McIntyre. So if anybody says Drew McIntyre, I'm kicking you from the show. Who kicked Jacob Fatu?
Cody.
It
was Cody. It has to be that. It cannot. You can't tell me it was anyone else. That's how it has to be. If they do anyone else,
Cody doesn't have a kick.
Cody, what?
Cody doesn't have a kick in his arsenal. He doesn't kick. You have Sammy with the haluva kick. You have Randy Orton with the punt. I think it was Randy.
Who got mentored by Randy?
Cody.
I don't think it's Cody.
I need it to be Cody.
I mean, it's cool if it's Cody. It's
this is how it's gonna go. Listen, Elimination Chamber, Cody's gonna win, and then we're gonna be like, that sucks, cause like, what is Jacob Fatu doing? But Nick Aldis, eventually, they're gonna reveal who did it, who got Jacob Fatu. It's gonna be revealed to be Cody Rhodes, which is gonna get Nick Aldis mad, obviously. And then Nick Aldis will put Jacob Fatu in the title match at WrestleMania versus Cody and Drew, make it a triple threat, because the night Cody injured Jacob Fatu, or what we think Cody injured Jacob Fatu, he was gonna go in a qualifying match against Drew McIntyre for the title. So technically, Cody screwed Jacob Fatu out of a title opportunity. So with that, Jacob Fatu's got to get into a title opportunity because Cody injured him to get a title opportunity.
I really like that. I think that would be really, really cool if it was Cody that kicked him.
Dude, you're crazy. You're tripping, bro.
Okay, so Cody kicked him, and our WrestleMania main event for night one is going to be a triple threat between Cody, Jacob, and Drew. That's cool. That'd be cool if Jacob wins it. Jacob's the only person I would be okay with beating Drew, because I love Drew. We all love Drew. But if Cody goes in that triple threat and wins, I might throw something at the TV.
I don't blame you, bro. If Mania ends with Cody holding the title, I don't know, bro. I think I'm done at that point.
The only way that this makes sense, cohesive with what we've said on the show, is if Cody wins the world title at WrestleMania, and The Rock comes back because of the watch being in the crate. I mean, that's some long-term storytelling there, but okay, I don't want that to happen.
Don't want that to happen either. No.
So you heard it here first. We talked about the crate. We talked about the masked man. We talked about who kicked Jacob Fatu. This is on record. We can refer back to this whenever we find out if we were right or if we were wrong. And the persons who were wrong has to run around their house naked twice. So that's your punishment. Just kidding. We're going to try to wrap this up within the next 10 minutes or so. I don't know that we have a lot of this, but we got two more things to cover. And one of those is our rant of the week. Are we displeased with anything going on in the WWE right now, except for Cody Rhodes? Now's your chance, boys. Let it out. Vent to me. I mean, overall, the product's pretty good.
I mean, the overall product is really good, and I'm also gonna say this. I see. My rant is for all you fans that are watching and people who are going to watch later, when you go on our website, my bio will say it in there. I have no tolerance for the IWC, none. Internet wrestling community, none. I have no tolerance for it because you all are a bunch of simple-minded people who are not even educated on what you're talking about. I'm getting tired of hearing them complain. They're complaining. They're complaining, saying that Triple H doesn't do anything for anyone below the age 40, but that's not the case whatsoever. It's not. Braun Breaker, Gunther, Bronson Reed, Austin Theory, Logan Paul, Oba Femi, Javon Evans, Trick Williams. You want me to keep naming more? Want me to keep naming more? Were they supposed to be winning world titles overnight? No, they're in positioning to be the next big thing. Dominic Mysterio.
You named the Vision. Oh, Don Mysterio's Nepo
Did I name the Vision? I only named. I named the Vision. I named Oba. I named Trick. I named Javon. I named Dom. I named Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, Gunther. All those people are below the age 40.
I will rant. I'll rant. I'll join you in your.
What have the rest of them done?
Dominic, I'll join you in your rant. And I was thinking about making this a segment all on its own, but I decided not to. You know who the WWE completely missed the ball with, and I think it may be too late to save it?
Who?
Penta.
Penta, they did kind of miss the ball, Penta. I will give you that. I'm not sitting here saying they're perfect about pushing people that are younger or whatever you want to say, however you guys retarded people want to say it. I'm just saying that sit here and saying that he does it for no one below the age 40 is crazy talk.
Pretty much though, like
who, Adrian, who below the age 40 is not in position right now to be the next big thing? Who?
Oh my God!
Who is someone that you want that's not?
The big things have done the next absolutely nothing. Like
I'll tell you who's not going to be the next big thing. You ready? Who's not going to be the next big thing, no matter what they do?
Who?
Akira Tozawa.
Well, duh. That's some people.
Or Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods in his 40s probably, but that's what I'm like. What do you mean? I don't understand how they're not being positioned. How they're not? They're literally, most of them are involved in world title pictures or feuding with main eventers.
Well, then you got Obafemi feuding with Rusev.
Okay, but Oba got the debut of freaking annihilating everyone in the Rumble.
I know.
Like,
well, that'd be my
Oba has
rant.
potential. He just showed up. He
I
just
know.
showed up, and he's already large. Like, he's already, like, people consider him as big as Lesnar. Like,
I think that's.
That was recently talking about earlier how they fumbled Oba right now.
I said they're not making any sense with Oba right now. I didn't say they fumbled. The word fumble never came out of my mouth.
You can't fumble Oba. Unless you can't.
Yeah, you
Oba's
can.
gonna be great no matter what.
Yeah, and you can't fumble Trick, and you can't really fumble. I mean, they were. I was scared they were gonna fumble Javon, but they haven't. They've actually been doing really good with Javon.
And the Vision, what has the Vision actually done, dog?
What has the Vision done? Is that what you just asked? The podcast is over, Jordan. It's over. It's over. Hang it up. Hang it up. No, the podcast is over. What's the Vision
done?
I
remind you? Wow. To this day, Adrian, Roman Reigns can't go get his own groceries because he doesn't have shoes to wear to go get them. He gets on DoorDash. To this
Roman Reigns Jordans.
To this day, if it wasn't for injuries, CM Punk would still not have his moments or his belt. And to this day, we would not have an actual hate for Paul Heyman.
I can't. I genuinely can't.
He's now triple swerve. So the Vision has done things. Have they gotten belts? No. Will they get belts? Maybe. But it's
I'm
injuries.
sorry, bro. You guys can hop on my head, but I don't. I think some of the most
beside himself.
Some of the most brilliant booking in the world is making someone big without them even having to touch a belt.
Yeah, Bronson. Bro, I'm telling you right now, though, I will tell you the Vision's missing the mark. Bronson Reed is the best thing about the Vision.
Up. You are the most uneducated person in this entire podcast. What has the Vision done?
Tell me, so you just been making that face.
Oh,
they beat Roman Reigns. They took Seth Rollins completely out. They have what? What do you mean? What have they done?
You named two things.
I mean, they're gonna.
I just named two big ass things, actually.
But so here's the deal. Let's break this down. This is what. Oh my God, I'm gonna mute y'all. Y'all can argue about it later when you take a shower together. Listen. There's the thing about factions, and this is what I said before, is when you have a faction and you have storylines, those are so prone to getting interrupted because if one person gets an injury, it messes up the overall plan for the group. And the Vision has had injuries. They have injuries right now. And so they've had to change things and adapt to things. And I think, again, once they get their feet under them, they're going to come to. I think Logan Paul is starting to become the part of the Vision where he has the money in the mouth. You've got Austin Theory, who's kind of a figurehead now that Braun Breaker's out. He's the hothead. Paul Heyman's kind of gravitating more towards him now as that central figure. And then you got Bronson Reed, who as I've said since the beginning, he's the Arn Anderson of the Four Horsemen. He's the enforcer. He fixes problems. And he officially came out in that role Monday night. He said, I am going to fix the problems that the Vision has. Now, unfortunately, though, when you look at groups like the Four Horsemen, you knew well that Ric Flair was the number one charismatic central person of the Four Horsemen. Bronson Reed, I'm telling you, I really felt this way because of what they did with Bronson Reed's character. The whole time he was feuding with Roman and the other things he did when he tsunami'd Seth Rollins to start it all out, Bronson Reed has done nothing but propel himself upwards. And I think he's the hidden gem of the Vision. I really, truly believe that. And I wish that they would just make Bronson Reed the front guy until Braun comes back or Brock Lesnar actually does something. But I don't think it's going to happen. Again, injuries have happened. The Vision is still going to be a big deal. You still have Paul Heyman, who is a big name with backing the Vision. They will do things.
Yeah, there's just a line with Paul Heyman, you know.
Okay, last thing. It is time. So for the people that will be listening to this tomorrow when it comes out on YouTube, we've been talking a little bit about the new website that we were designing and getting ready to launch, and it is ready to go. We have the website up and running. It is the Hardcam website, and it talks about who our Hardcam champion is, and it's not opinionated. It is statistical. It has match raters. It has all that kind of stuff. And we will be launching it when we post the YouTube video tomorrow. We will have the URL to it. We'll be promoting it, so you guys can take a look at that. It gets updated after every single Monday Night Raw and every single SmackDown, and after every single pay-per-view. It gives points to all of the superstars that were featured on TV. To that point, each week on the Hardcam, us as hosts are going to give nods to one individual, one man or one woman on both shows, both programs, that will get points towards their Hardcam championship points, and then we will update that live on the show and tell you who is in first place after receiving that nod. So to end our show tonight, and this is how we'll end the shows every day, every time moving forward, each one of us will give a nod. It's worth 25 points towards that superstar's rankings. I will update that after receiving the nod, and then I will show the rankings as well. So, Jimmy, let's go with you. Who do you want to give nod points to this week on the Hardcam?
LA Knight.
LA Knight. And I know you said a little bit about it, but I want you to do it again. Why are we giving points to LA Knight?
Work rate, promo, mic skills, development. I just think he's moved his character during the last couple of weeks.
All right, LA Knight has been given nod points. Good pick. Dominic, who you giving points to this week? You gonna say lemon pepper steppers? I know it.
No, I'm not, actually. I'm going with Jacob Fatu. I feel like Jacob Fatu is one of the very few people on the roster that can do I don't know. All I'm trying to say, his promo works, the way his mic skills and the way he delivers and the way he talks and just everything about his charisma and everything. When he delivered that backstage promo this week before his qualifying match, man, you would have, whoever you thought was winning, you changed it instantly to Fatu. Like he had you thinking that man was winning. He had you thinking, hell, every time that man talks, he has you thinking he's winning the whole everything. Everything in the world is his. I cannot wait till they finally deliver on it. But Fatu is just, his mic work and his charisma is something that deserves a nod and deserves the extra points. And yeah, so I'm going with Fatu. I think he deserves a lot of credit for being as good as he is.
All right, Fatu has been given nod points. Hey, Adrian, we're almost done, baby. Give me some points. Give me your nod.
Liv Morgan. Because the way she's doing about her Royal Rumble win is just so funny.
Yeah, her dragging it out is pretty peak. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna pick next week. Oh no, next week. Oh wait, you want to know? No. It's so funny, and then she'll go, and then she went on SmackDown and ate a Valentine's dinner with Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, that was legit. That was legit. Them having Valentine's Day nuggies on Friday Night SmackDown during
with
the championship
with
match.
Dom's face on it. Yeah,
bro, you can tell that Jordynne Grace immediately regretted signing with WWE. That whole entire match, she's like, "Really? This is what y'all are gonna do to me?" Oh my god.
That was honestly hilarious. It was peak.
My nod for the week goes to Penta.
Okay.
I like that.
And let me tell you why. Because Penta has been overlooked. He hasn't had a sob story. And when I watched Monday Night Raw, the person who got the biggest reaction when they came out was none other than Penta. He's still huge. He's still over. He's still having great matches. And I do feel like this is going to be a story where what happened to Penta? Another 2 years we'll be asking what happened to Penta, because he had everything he needed to be Intercontinental Champion for a very, very, very long time. and he's received nothing.
He
So
Cara.
I know, it's ridiculous. So with those points accrued, we do have a new women's champion. But the rest stays the same. On Raw, the men's champion is CM Punk. On Raw, the women's champion has now been changed thanks to Adrian to Liv Morgan. She is now the champion. On SmackDown, Drew McIntyre sits at number 1, right above Trick Willie. Right above Trick Willie. Only a few points ahead. And then the women's champion on SmackDown is Jade, simply because she's been the championship holder for week over week over week. So anyways, this is updated. It's ready to go. I'm going to finish editing some host things, and I'll be posting this tomorrow with the episode so everybody can finally see the official hard cam website. We're really excited about it. As for everybody who tuned in tonight on Twitch and otherwise, it's good to see y'all. Thanks for asking questions. We do this every Thursday night. We usually cover the week prior programming, talk about yeses and nos and all the good and bad. It's been a growing podcast for about 6 months now. We're really excited about where it's headed, and it continues to grow. So without further ado, I'm Jax, the host. Always accompanying me on this wonderful discussion is my brothers, Adrian, Dominic, and the patriarch of our family, Mr. Jimmy Rhodes. Thank you guys for your time and for your opinions. And if anyone disagrees, we do not care. They'll still tune in next week. You guys have a great night. Unless there's any final comments, we're going to sign off in 3, 2.